I work with a lot of celebrities, too many to mention. I can't remember some of them who have started patronizing me. I work like one major person I know I see as my partner is Techno. Techno is a car enthusiast. Like now I have a BMW here, which when I got it for 450, did all the publishing and all that. I wanted to sell at that time for 2 million, so I decided not to sell again. But now I'm getting offer for 5 million. My name is Afam Dozie. I'm from Nnewi North in Anambra State. Taking up the career was from 10 years because my dad has a workshop, he's a mechanic as well. So I grew up in the field, I liked it, and I decided to go with it. So I attended a technical school, left the technical school to the university, and eventually I was not getting the vibe I want in the university, so I left, dropped out, started learning from different people in different fields. Became passionate about the whole fabrication thing because it's one thing my dad is good at. So I learned welding, filing, using the lathe machine all through the times I was with him. Then when I left the university, I decided to come to Lagos. That's how I came to Lagos. So in Lagos, I was working with some other guys too, learning from their own skills too, to develop myself. So along the line, I had to leave Nigeria for India. So I was in New Delhi to learn strictly refurbishing, the whole conversion, engine tuning, styling, upholstery and all. So I was there for a couple of years and I came back to Lagos to set up the brand Soblaze. So the Soblaze has been a brand over time since 2012. Over time since 2012, though setting up I didn't jump on it immediately. So it took me time to get the customer base. It took me time to get people to know about what I do. But over time, I've built over 20-something cars so far. I've done mine. I've done the ones I sold. Other people have brought in for me to restore, gave back to them. So it's been good, like rolling over the business. It's a regular thing, and people are buying into it. More the younger generations too. I traveled all over the country to an extent, so I made friends with people over there, some older mechanics, and told them this is what I do, should in case you get a vintage car anywhere, because a lot of people now sell them as scrap to the iron aboki people. So because they've known, okay, there's somebody who buys, so they call me, there's this for sale, and I do a video call or they WhatsApp me what it is. Then if I'm interested, I buy them. Sometimes I buy and I upload on my page or my status. People are interested in it. Like even right now, I posted a 1986 Mercedes 200. I didn't want to buy because I have one already. So I posted it on my status and now there's a buyer already and it's been purchased today. There's some people too who are enthusiasts. They buy theirs from wherever they see it, then they call for me to refurbish. Okay, like the Beetle, for example, I'm at this point now, I'm tired of using the same Beetle engine. So I already have in my head now what next to do. So that's the next project online. So when you get a car abandoned, first and foremost, the interior first of all, you need to work on it, make it look good, bring it to a newer version of the upholstery, the roof, the floor, the sound system, the rims, because a lot of them come with 14 rims, older versions of them, and now you want to use an alloy that is stylish. So now you need to work on the hub. So refurbishing is a total restoration, bringing it to a newer look and with newer technologies. Soblaze came up from my growing up time when I always want to blaze up in whatever I do. Even in playing soccer, I want to be there, I want to score goals. So blaze is fire, which fire is light, and blaze is energy too. So when I decided to set up the business name, I thought of so many things. I wanted to use my name. I said no, my name. I tried to abbreviate Afam Dozie. And I said, okay, since I've already had the blaze in my head, let me just add the so the blazing continues. Refurbishing these cars, it's attracting, I must say, because even back in America, these are what most of the artists venture into. Rick Ross is in the game. So Exhibit was always a presenter with a particular TV channel too. So when you pimp the car, the attraction gets the video directors to use as props for their videos. Sometimes still photos as well. So the directors, they come for it, and I give them, and I'm making money from it too. That's another income aspect of it. That brings money in, because once they rent it, they rent for 200K. Depending on the car, there's no fixed price. Certain directors are my friends. They call me, so Blaze, this budget is a low budget shoot, blah blah blah. Okay, consider them, but at all, we are making money from both sides, from the car props, from the refurbishing as well. I work with a lot of celebrities, too many to mention. I can't remember some of them who have started patronizing me from when I started. I work, like, one major person I know, I see as my partner is Techno. Techno is a car enthusiast. We started working together from 2012 till date. He still patronizes me. We look into car issues together, do the styling together on the brainstorm desk. Then I've worked for Skibby, I've worked for Casey, I've worked for Fino, I worked for so many of them, yeah. So the thing is, sometimes they get me a call like, okay, yes, so person will call you. Like the other time when they could call me and it was like, okay, Skibby gave you my number. So in this job, yeah, I still tell people, regardless that the celebrities patronize me, once you do it well, you get a referral. So once you have it done properly, someone sees it and likes it, he asks who did it for you, and you say so good. So the chain of the referring community is growing. The business is profitable, I must say. The challenges that come with it is what you keep learning from. Because if you look at the country today, let's not take that away, the dollar is not smiling. So days are gone where I get the parts easily and cheaper, but now it's difficult. Like if you're trying to improvise at the minimum cost, you're looking at even paying $200 to $300 to source these parts you're not even getting easily. You understand me? But for being profitable, it is profitable. Aside refurbishing, yeah, sometimes you break even from a particular project. That's enough for me, because once I break even out of that project, I put it in something else. So as the day goes by, the prices are stepping up, and the older the car, the more expensive it is. So for me, it's I call it the automobile crypto. You save in it, then you let it go. Like now, I have a BMW here, which when I got it for $450, did all the refurbishing and all that. I wanted to sell at that time for $2 million, so I decided not to sell again. But now I'm getting offer for $5 million. But now I can't sell again because the need for the money then, I've overgrown that now. So growing up, I've always been a diehard person. If I set my mind on something, I don't look at the challenges. Though it's challenging, I must say, because sometimes you get to a point where you have an idea to be bigger and you're not getting the amenities for it. So those times are challenging, and sometimes you want to get a bigger engine in a car. First and foremost, you're looking at the price. Second of all, you're looking at how to source it, then the parts as well. So sometimes you get tired, not because you just want to, I don't want to quit. I get tired because I'm not getting the things I want the way I want it. I tell every young person to get on his or her feet, decide what you want to do. Like even in this mechanical field here, if you read the mechanical course book, it tells you something from the beginning. If you want to be a mechanic, choose it yourself and try to be the best. So that has always been registered in my head. So if I'm talking anybody out to taking up a career, I tell the person first and foremost, do you love what you want to do? Don't do it because Okeke is doing it, Tunde is doing it. We are all different and our graces differ. So for you to choose this, you need to put your mind to it, then flow. So I tell young people, get on your feet and decide what you want to do. Make out time for it. Persistence is very, very important. It's not been easy for me. There's no rocket science to that. I've had my hard times where going front was not even a vision. But that mind of, I rather go this way than going back. There's no going back. So I tell young people to focus, dedicate your time, put yourself to it, and whatever comes with learning is part of learning. That's always been my dream. I always want to extend knowledge. I have boys who I've trained, and I still want to train more because the market is big. I cannot even handle it alone because I need these boys to learn from me so that people can also patronize them. And in doing that, I don't remain the king. You need to make other kings in the same game. So I want to train as much as I can. And owning an academy is one thing I really wish for. And I'm working towards it. And God's willing to come to manifestation one day.